What's up, beautiful people? Michelle, the Central Shaman, back with you for your weekly April 10th reading, the 10th through the 16th. But if you find this at all during the week of during the month of April, feel free. Energies work just like that. So I am the Central Shaman. I felt the energy shift over the last few days. I usually only do monthlies, but this feels a little bit different than the accelerated pace that we've been at over the last few weeks since spring sprung up on us in a very real way. I just did a little reading just before this, and that was like a love reading, which I never really do, but really interesting actually. The King of Swords and the Empress came out on that reading, and the Queen of Wands. So we've got the King of Cups. And the final invitation this week, Spirit, where do you want us to come into? Oh, I love this Nine of Wands in this deck. I especially love this Nine of Wands. Okay, beautiful. So this is our final outcome. Let's talk about this. This is from the Light Seers Tarot. So we've got the Emperor, the King of Swords, and the King of Cups for this week of April 10th. Strategy, right? Immediately you see it, right? The chess piece, he's on a chess board, and then of course we have the King of Swords, who is of course our intellectual, and something that I actually just read from my Rainbow Warrior or activation deck in the last Delicious Love Affair April reading is it was a card about metal, and it said that if you embody the metal energy, then you have emotional and intellectual integrity. And I felt that so deeply with the last King of Swords, and I'm going to say that again here. He is trying to be in intellectual, spiritual, and emotional integrity. I love that so much. I especially love this King of Swords with all of the birds, the forms of birds that he has. He's got the owl, the bat, and the crow or raven. And then we've also have a dragonfly, right? All of these winged animals, feathers on his wrist, right? Of course, he is a grounded 3D individual physical being, but he is keeping himself among these flighted animals. And I love that. I need to see it from a different perspective. And that's what you can depend on with the King of Swords energy. I think that we're looking at something very differently. Because I can tell you right now, the energy I've been has not been strategy necessarily. It's sort of just been like, I'm here, what do I need to do right now? Not very strategic. So maybe we are now moving into some energy of long-term thinking, right? If you're sort of meeting, if this is you and this is someone else, I feel you guys coming together to say, well, what's the next 3 months gonna look like? I really love this. Let's get some more clarifiers, because I'm really liking this. There's a deeper story here. And then even here with the King of Cups, right? He goes to reconnect, to recalibrate in the waters, right? He is with the water-based animals, right? He's got a fish around his neck and the starfish at his fingertips and the fish just below him, right? The sound bowls, the sounds of the ocean, right? That sort of ocean drum. Knight of Cups. Y'all, the Knight of Cups came out in the last reading, in the love reading. Okay, thank you, Spirit. So we're getting a different perspective here. I appreciate it. Thank you, Spirit. What else do you have for me to tell me about this? Where's our head at this week, Spirit? Where's our heart at? Yeah, Hanged Man and the Queen. Yo, these are some of the same cards from the last reading, so I really appreciate this. So if that reading doesn't resonate for folks, you guys will probably be over here, Emperor again at the bottom of the deck. All right, let's get into it. Yeah, we've got our eyes on something. We've got our eye on something. This is something we want deeply. This feels like something we're willing to fight for. Excuse me. the Five of Wands right here, this always talks about like competition and stuff like that, but this feels like a team building, right? There's only two of them here. They are masters. They are wielding these swords. They feel completely in control to me. They feel passionate, electrified, right? They feel like they're serving a greater purpose. And this is what it feels very team based, right? These characters, they all think differently. And I think that, yeah, our mind is trying to strategize, but our bodies and our hearts know that this is just a time to recalibrate, to think about what we want to do, what we want to alchemize, who we want to bring in what parts, where are our gifts, right? Looking at these people saying, no, you're in charge of, strategy, you're in charge of operations, and you're in charge of the staffing. So if some of you guys might be coming into a new career, might be changing your hours, changing your environment, your work environment. And the final outcome with this Nine of Wands, my favorite Nine of Wands out of probably most of my decks, is this protect. She has her boundaries. You will not cross her boundaries. She's had her boundaries crossed before, and now she's, you know what I mean? She's like taken the betrayals from the past, people mistrusting her mistrusting them, and is now using that to light her way, right? So to speak. And you won't cross her, right? Spirit wants us to know that, hey, you can enlist your boundaries, you can maintain them, and still work among a team. You can be a part of a new community, whether that's work, whether that's a spiritual community, a work environment. You can do this and make sure to set those boundaries early on. And I feel like you're entering this new work environment ready to do that. You're ready to do that. I love it. I love it. Another clarifier for this Knight of Cups, though, Spirit. Actually, you know what? I want to use the Light Seers, because the Knight of Cups is looking in a different direction. Everybody else, but they feel like they're facing each other, right? They feel like they're in communication. This King of Cups is listening to his heart. He's listening, you know what I mean? He's feeling things. This, Pisces King is over here seeing things that can't be seen, and you need that. You need that from somebody when you are teamed, when you are building an enterprise, when you are building a business. You need somebody that can see past what's apparent. Knight of Cups is looking at the Nine of Cups. Yeah, I felt about this. Another Knight of Cups. Oh my God. Yo, double okay, let me relax myself, y'all. I'm getting excitable. Sorry, it's my Mercury in Aries. Let me relax myself. All right, Aries season as well. So yeah, this is something probably that got popped off during springtime. During the springtime, let's just call it that, right? If you also follow sidereal astrology, let's just say springtime though. A Knight of Cups with the Knight of Cups and a Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups is all about jumping into this new blessing, right? I made it. Mama, I made it. Like, it's very, I actually just shared this, that Big Sean song, Blessings on Blessings, right? That Big Sean song. It really feels like that. And lessons on lessons, right? Like, this is everything that you've been through has been readying you for this right now moment. Look at her, heart to the sky. If you've been feeling heavy in the chest, please do some heart opening stretches. Just look that up on Google, heart open stretching, like to get that chest open so you can receive. And you know what I'm just now noticing? She sort of looks like she's underwater, right? And she's like bursting through, like coming out of that treasure chest, realizing her own gold. That's funny. That's what we talked about in the last reading too, is that what did it say? Hold on. Now I gotta find it. What was that number? That is so funny. I love this. So when someone tells you you're made of gold, you really are. This is the metal card that I pulled at the end of that delicious love affair reading, right? Talking about how metal is so multifaceted. So when somebody tells you you're made of gold, Believe them. So somebody has, yes. Okay, got it. This is like this is boss man, right? Somebody put you on the team. They saw you at it feels like they saw you in some place that wasn't even work related. And they saw you. They saw that you were gold. They saw that your value, period. They saw your value. And they came to you offering you this job. Hey, come into this team, right? We're building up. So this could be a small business. This could just be something small. Or the fact that they're restructuring, right? We lost a couple people, right? This Five of Wands only has 2 people. And so they're building up their team. They're in this sort of state of acquisition, or this hanged man energy of just like, we're in the midst of something, right? We're in the middle of getting some things together. We'd still love for you to be a part of it. And if this feels right, it feels like you've already said yes. This feels like who I'm speaking to. And then we've got the Queen and King of Cups. The Queen of Cups here clarifying the King of Cups. I feel like this is a match made in heaven. Like, I feel like you go into the workplace and you're like, I should have been here. Oof. You feel like you should have been here, and all the while remembering your self-established boundaries, right? Because you're the one, your essence, your vibrancy, your preparedness, your self-reliance got you here. And Spirit wants to make sure that you remember those boundaries. I'm gonna pull one more card about, that just flew up. Perseverance, come on now. 9 of Wands, perseverance, exactly. This is your spirit guide saying, hey, don't forget who you are. When you come into this space up in the place, okay, don't forget who you are. Yeah, they've got the nice coffee machines, or yeah, now you have they're giving you a laptop or a computer, or, it seems like they have notoriety, but don't forget who you are. Don't forget your wings. Like, you got you here, period. Okay? I love it. I think that's all I got for y'all. Spirit, do you want to say anything else? This is my Chakra Wisdom Oracle deck. Complacency. So I guess Spirit wants to quickly talk to you all who are maybe afraid of what you're about to travel into over the next few weeks as you integrate into this new ecosystem. Like I said, whether it's work, whatever this ecosystem is for you that you've just been welcomed into, don't be afraid. Don't sit on the sidelines. Don't be afraid don't be quiet. You're there for a reason, period. In this photo, this ticket is ripped up. It's a ticket, looks like it's a ticket into somewhere, right? Your ticket into a new city, your ticket on the bus, your ticket to a lease that you've maybe torn up. Like, it feels like they tore it up because they didn't think that they were worthy of it. Do not allow this time to pass you by. That's what complacency is. It's allowing the seasons to just go by and you sitting there in your room, and look at this, her aura just like heavy, and it feels like she's like something's against her, right? It feels like something is pressing against her. But the only thing that complacency requires is movement. Just move. My dear friend Nina said something really beautiful this week. She said, I was asking her, like, man, how did you get out of these states of not believing yourself, not trusting yourself? And she said, I just kept following one little desire and let that lead to the true desire. So we might not know exactly what this is, what this invitation is. Maybe this hasn't happened for you just yet, but just follow the desire to go to the event, the desire to go out with your friend, and see if that might lead you to the next thing. Oh my God, the desire to reach out to somebody, my God, you guys, I did that in February, March. I came upon a reading from my friend Lisa Greenfield. She's an astrologer and palm reader. And I was like, I'm going to listen to this reading again, listen to it. The shit hit as if I just got it that day. And then I reached out to her and I said, hey, Lisa, went over our reading. Just wanted to say you've been of such help to me. And she reached out and we connected on the phone, and like now we're reconnected and there might be something there, right? So follow that desire. And even though it did not materialize into something for me, I feel it. Like there's something there. Lisa and I are deeply connected. She feels so familiar, and I've never even met her. We've only communicated via the phone. So don't be afraid to sit on the sidelines. Follow that desire to reach out, to go out, to put yourself out there, because people can't see your gifts unless you allow yourself to spring forth. You have to allow yourself to be seen by this Knight of Cups. He can't see you in the house. He can't see you in the house. How are they gonna pay you if they can't see you? How are they going to invite you if they don't even know your name? So get yourself out there. Do not be afraid. Don't be afraid. People are wanting you. And as my dear friend Nina said, she said, you are so wanted here, where I'm headed. She said, you're so wanted here. And I could weep just hearing those words. You are needed somewhere. You are desired somewhere. There are people who don't even know you who are ready to love you. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. There's some beautiful minds up here. I love this energy. I want to be on this team. Let me tell you, I'm trying to be on this team right here. And I'm actually about to start a new job this week. So this is resonating for me as well. I love this. Who knows? These roses are never just like romance. These are gifts of safety, of belonging, you know what I mean? Things that are going to help you take care of yourself, nourishment, sustainability, right? This Knight of Cups is here with something that you require, that you desire. And so I say again, as my friend Nina said, I just followed one little desire, and it eventually led to the truest one. So keep going. Love you. Proud of you. I'll see you guys on the next one.